Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live show. Today is Wednesday, November 26th, the day before Thanksgiving. So let's see what the market's going to do for us today. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. How are you guys this morning? That's your heat map. Not looking too bad. Nvidia is still down just a little bit there. It looks like it's going to start crawling back around, to be completely honest with you. That looks like the bottom's in, guys, and we know what the other ones have been doing right here. As a matter of fact, let's just look. When Meta was down there, look what happened. It went crazy right there, did it not? So there you go, and that's why we should be watching Nvidia right now. That's for sure. Your SPY is up some, and it's over your 20, over your 50 right there. Your Qs are hitting your 20 right there, just kind of stuck on it, crawling up. I forgot to look. What was the SPY doing down there? And that is going through. Nope, it's just about to hit the MACD as well, just like the Qs. And your IWM right here was up a little bit this morning. And it doesn't have the most perfect look, but it is crossed through, going up a little bit flat, to be honest with you. So not bad right there for your IWM. And the market doesn't look bad overall right here. So there you go. Let's go ahead and look at our Jolie's jumpers, and we'll see what's going on. And obviously, Asian Jolie, everything's okay with her. I guess yesterday's computer outage must have had her down. ASST right here. Let's see what's going on. And that one is kind of getting set up there. We were talking about it the other day. It was trying to curl up. I bet this one they start pumping it back up again. That's for sure. And CETY was up big last night. Let's just go in here. It's easier. CETY, that was big yesterday. Run and roll over 100%. And then today just spiking around there in the early morning hours right there. So there you go. CETY and DGLY right here. That one was popping up yesterday. Digital Ally, and a little bit of pullback this morning. Founders Group right here is FGL. And there you go at FGL. And that had been spiking up the other day, just kind of pulling back a little bit. ICU right here, and that's not looking bad. It was running up the other day, and it's trying to cruise up some more. So there you go with that one. ICU and IVP right here. That one is not looking too bad to get set up as well. So definitely another one to keep an eye on. Kala, KALA. This was running up yesterday, just kind of hanging out there this morning, not doing a whole lot. And the MNDR was trying to pop back up. We were talking about it last night, and we'll have to look and see. Maybe it will try to get curled back up again off that 20 and get moving there, MNDR. And how about NDRA? We haven't looked at Endura Life in a little while, and that thing was down, popped up yesterday. Not looking bad there today either, so keep an eye on that. Ruby was running big yesterday, trying to spike around this morning. How about Wolf? Remember I gave you guys this one before, Petco Health? And look at that thing running up. I don't remember when the heck we were talking about it, but it was probably back in here because that's a pretty good dip. I don't know if it was back in here. I'd have to look at my notes. I don't know if it was around Halloween or not. I don't remember. But anyway, we were looking at that one. And WWR is Westwater Resources. And let's see what WWR is up to right here. And that thing is getting set up. So there you go with your Jolie's jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie. Greatly appreciate them. And again, your market's mostly green right there. Let's look at our SPY Mag 7 big caps. And these guys, your SPY is up some this morning. Not looking bad. And your Qs are up a little bit this morning. And not looking bad, like we were saying. It's hitting right up on that 20 right there. Everything else is basically crossed through IWM. And everybody else looking pretty decent right there. And let's see what Apple's up to. And that is up a little bit this morning, trying to cross through as well. And it is all about bull. We'll get to that one. But there you go. It's running up and looking great right there. It's in the 20 and should be growing up some more. And there you go, guys. And I'm glad we all have a bunch of options. I know that everyone in our Discord live trading has some options. Ben has a ton of them. I had a bunch of them. You guys know I was liking this when it was in the $10 and dipping down. I've been adding positions all over the place. I told you guys. I was way early to the bull party, and you guys know that. So, oh, my mic's cutting out. What the hell? I guess it's a glitch. on the old StreamYard. I'll have to restart the computer, laptop travel. Thanks for letting me know, and I'll just roll through today. This I have to I know Rhett contacted them. I don't know if they said anything, but it's definitely the StreamYard because I don't see what else it would be. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just look real quick and make sure that the audio, yeah, it's definitely the audio is working perfectly fine. It says here, so it's got to be the StreamYard. And is Godfather still on the fence? I'm not sure, Luis Rodriguez. I'm not sure right there about Godfather. If he's still on the fence, we got to look and see and ask him today, I guess, because them Qs are hitting a good level right there. If they get through that 20, forget about it's over. And then look at that market. I mean, it's curling up. Maybe it hits the MACD and bounces down. You had a better shot with your 20 coming down to your 50. Now it's meeting up. Your price action's going over it. Forget about it. It's going to get ripping there. So that's your Qs, and your SPY has already gone through. Mike seems fixed. All right. Well, I turned it. I turned it up, I guess I don't know what the heck happens overnight. It's just like some little elves come down here or something and turn the mic down. I don't really realize it. I guess I just got to make sure I turn it up every morning there. So thank you, Laptop Travel, for letting me know, because when I looked at it, there was only like 3 little green dots, and it should have a lot more for the mic volume. So anyway, there you go. Appreciate that, Laptop Travel. And here we go. Let's go through and look at these bad boys. So we were looking at Apple. It was up a little bit right there. Amazon right there is up, not looking too bad. That's curling up pretty good. And your Google is running back up a little bit more. Look at that thing still in the top. And Meta right there had a big run. It's up a little bit more this morning. I know it was running around yesterday as well, big, and there you go. So it is pretty much up. It just ran up a little bit more this morning to 640. It's at 636 at the moment, but could easily get cruising. And that is Meta. And Microsoft right here is another one trying to get set up and looking really good. Look at that bad boy trying to base out and get curled up. So keep an eye on Microsoft. And of course, in the video right there, like I was saying, that has that look where it's going to start moving, so you can get in early. And Tesla moving right along right there. Never doubt Tesla and Elon. AMC right there, not looking bad. GameStop was up yesterday. It's up a little bit more this morning, looking pretty good. I did have options on that. And Chewy right here just hanging out, but Unity is down a little bit, but it did get over that resistance, so it does look like it wants to run. And Netflix right here is setting up to get cruising right there. And so Netflix, a good opportunity after that split recently. AVGO and these guys were running up yesterday, just hitting that resistance. So be careful with that one. MU has some room. That one's going to get set up as well. So keep your eye on MU and TSM. These guys are all curling up, looking pretty good. That's for sure. And we knew they were getting set up. It's just a matter of when they want to run. You can see SMCI looking pretty good right there, I must say. And AMD, that one is trying to bottom out too. So that's going to be a good run up as well. And what about your QCOM right here? And that thing's getting set back up. That's going to want to run. Snow is coming down. Now it's trying to go back up, and that's curling up. So I would say the market's looking pretty good, guys. And here is PayPal, and PayPal's looking really, really good right there. We've been talking about it. Intel's another one that's trying to get curled up, looking pretty decent right there. And Dell beat their earnings, and it's up this morning. There you go with that one. CleanSpark was down a little bit. Not looking terrible. It is hitting that MACD, so we'll have to look at that this morning when it opens up. It did run up and then pull back right there on that earnings. CLSK and IBM right here. That one is kind of hanging out on its 20. It doesn't look like it necessarily wants to go through that MACD, but we'll see about that. And then you have your Palantir and Sophie not looking bad on these dips right here. Sophie's trying to get back to $30, and looks like it's going to reclaim it right there. So keep an eye on Sophie, and them ones want to run Palantir and Sophie. And Marin, Riot, and these guys just waiting on crypto. And you can see there is your riot. It was jumping up. It's hitting the MACD. And basically exactly what CleanSpark's doing right there, even with the earnings. I don't know if they beat it or not. I have no idea, but it did hit the MACD. It did run up right in the after hours right there. And let's see what else is going on. What strategy right here? He's trying to get cruising and curl up. I think these guys have made their base. Robinhood right here trying to curl up, and we'll look at crypto in a second. But Coinbase down a little bit this morning, and your bull is up right there over almost 6% at 922. So there you go. With Webull, we were talking about that one, you know that. And here is Space Virgin Galactic. I told you guys this one's looking really good right there. Keep an eye on SPCE. It looks real good. It does look like it wants to run. Boeing getting set back up and trying to get out of that basement area now. So there you go with Boeing. DJT, that's getting set up to try to get out of the basement as well. And how about your Nike right here? Looking pretty good. Lulu's up a little bit more this morning, looking pretty good right there as well. And then your McDonald's, just a little bit of healthy pullback after it ran up yesterday. Disney trying to get set up. Luis Rodriguez, that's probably your bottom right there. And I would say that's getting real close anyway. And that is Disney, but good, great put on that one. Oxy right here, just a little bit flat, nothing too crazy. And then your DXYZ just getting set up right there. So there you go, everybody. And let's see, you're waiting for your new fancy setup so your daughter can do videos with you. That's great. And she's excited and told you to get it. And the wife bought an acoustic foam for the office. That's great. New mic boom. And that is perfect right there. Laptop travel, looking forward to it. RR right here is up a little bit, hitting that 20, looking pretty good right there. And your Serve Robotics is looking pretty good as well right there. And AMD, your daughter says buy the tip. I have to agree with her on that one. It looks like it's bottoming out. And that does look like it wants to move. And also NVIDIA looks like that's trying to bottom out right there yesterday. And that'll get curling back up. So there you go with them too. So if you missed Meta and the other ones, Meta and Google, you can probably catch AMD in the video on their way up because they look like they're going to be running. And there you go, MNDR. There's Wolf Antelope right there. It's been running up the last few days, running like an antelope. We've looked at that plenty of times. And what is that house up to? HOUS. And it's just kind of hanging out right there. It's in the top. LDI was moving yesterday. It's just kind of hanging out as well. And your Fed rate decision right here. And again, like I said, they may crawl down a little bit. It's at 84% going into December 10th. I don't think you're just going to see them come like this. They're just going to crawl down and go up. It's definitely going to be a rate cut. If it's not, it's going to be insane. If not, something crazy is going on and shady. I told you there was going to be rate cuts across the board as soon as before they shut the government down, as a matter of fact. And there you go, straight across the board every month right there with rate cuts. So that's what that looks like. Let's see what our news looks like. And Dow futures rise, Alphabet boost the NASDAQ, JP Morgan just one up the most bullish call on Wall Street for the S&P 500 next year. I don't know what it was, but stock futures rise after Dow notches third winning session, and the S&P 500 to hit 7,500 by the end of 2026. More to come with AI. And stocks rise as U.S. rate cut optimism sustains rally. And there you go, everybody. That's what they look like. Let's look at our crypto and see what's going on. Bitcoin just down a little bit. I did notice the stock cube was a little bit red at Bitcoin at 86.7 right there. Is that what it says? Just about that. And Ripple's at what, 216. Ethereum's at 28.95. So that one did pull back a little bit. It says it's down like $62 or so. And Solana's at 136. Chainlink's at 12.80. Cardano's at 41 cents. And Stellar's at 24. So there you go with your crypto prices. And yeah, Ripple at 216. Let's take a look and see what they're doing. And there you go. Like I said, they're just bouncing around, guys. I didn't even think maybe they don't get through this time. And they do after Thanksgiving, they can bounce down a little bit here and then get cruising your 20s, still coming down for it. So they are getting that setup look. I don't think they're going to be dipping really hard at this point. They're pretty much bottomed out and ready to get cruising back up. There's Ethereum. It's getting set up. It's going through the MACD right there. Solana was already doing it as well. It was trying to make its way to the 20. So you can see it's coming down for it. And they'll be in good shape in just a few days. Here's Ripple right here. And these guys are getting set up. That's your bottoms in right there for now. And I do think that we get up and these guys get curled up. I think we are in that bottom area. And December should be pretty good, it looks like, guys. So that's what it appears to me. Here's Doge that's pulling back just a little bit at the moment. Nothing crazy like we were saying with the rest of them. And there's your Stellar, and that doesn't look bad. So that is your crypto report. There goes your news report. We did our big caps and all them guys. Let's see if anything else is going on this morning right here. Let's look at Hertz and see that's up a little bit, but Bull was up even more, and that's looking really good. That REGN, that keeps on popping up there. Some good momentum. We looked at Lulu, that's up a little bit more. How about that nuclear right there? That thing looks like it wants to go nuclear really soon. And Galaxy looking pretty good. That's up a little bit. NASTS right here, not looking bad. Kodak, that was looking pretty good, just a little flat right there. Plug getting set up right there. And KVUE, that Tylenol maker, not looking bad. And SMCI, I think it is time to get into that one as well. Look at that setup happening right there off the bottom. Going to get curled up, going to get moving for SMCI. Luis Rodriguez, I have to agree with you on that one as well. That looks really good. That Rocket Lab was looking pretty good, up a little bit this morning. And let's see what else. And your Celius right here wasn't looking too bad either. So we'll be watching it to see how this market opens up. They're a little bit flat this morning. And today is the last full day of the week. Obviously, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Can you believe tomorrow's Thanksgiving? We'll be eating Thanksgiving Day turkey and hanging out with family and everybody tomorrow and enjoying Thanksgiving. We don't have to wake up early tomorrow to do the show. The market will be closed. So there you go with that one. And we won't do a show tonight, obviously, because the market's closed tomorrow for Thanksgiving. And like I said, I'll do a show Friday morning at some point. I might not get up at 7 a.m. to do it, but we'll do it by like 8:30 and get cruising with the rest of the market. But yeah, it's not looking too bad right here. Nvidia's still down. Meta just pulling back a little bit. Nothing crazy. Most of the market is green right there. And it looks like we kind of covered everything. Let me see if there's anything crazy trending real quick over here. And I'll see what else is going on. But yeah, I do think SMCI looking pretty good. And SMCX is the ETF right there. So you can keep an eye on that. And obviously, Bull is up. And that Clean Spark is down a little bit. That is up there. And obviously, it's hitting the MACD line. That's why. And it didn't want to get through with the other ones. Deere right here. Look at that big dip. Holy cow. John Deere took a big old dip right there. Deere Company, whatever it's called. And this ZS was dipping down hard right yesterday. Wasn't it? I don't even remember. Yeah, it took that huge dip yesterday. That's what it did. I do remember now in the after hours. I kind of remember. And SCLX, and this guy is kind of just pulling back a little bit right there. What is ADSK? I'm not even sure what that is. That's at Autodesk. They had earnings that did pop up. And NUKK, remember this NUC? This is the nuclear one, isn't it? I thought this was nuclear. It's a software application. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I'm not even sure. But anyway, this thing is just kind of cruising along right there, not looking too bad. And that's what you have on there. Nothing real crazy this morning. Let's see what Boyle is up to. And our gold looks like it could be up a little bit, but Boyle is trying to cruise back up, and you can always play the dips and pops on that. And then there's your Gush just hanging out. And JNUG, look, there's JNUG right there. And that looks like gold is jumping up right now, looking pretty good. Look at NUG right there jumping up. Silver wasn't looking bad. I bet that's going to follow right there. Doge Mama 9 KWM. Let's see what K-Wave Media is doing. This one's beaten down and getting set up right here. It looks like it's trying to move. What is it? KWM. That one is getting set up. I would say if it doesn't start really moving today, it says it's up a little bit. I'm not exactly sure where, except from down there, probably 52 to 57. That's where it's up. But I would say that's getting set up right there. Not familiar with that one, but not looking bad. AMZE right here, that Amaze. And let's see, that doesn't look too bad right there, curling back up. I know you played that before when it pounced up right here. We were looking at it and it looked really good. You may get back up to the 20 at 47 on there. Doge Mama 9, that could be a good one. And ICU, did I not let yesterday? Ready? Hold on. I got to look at this again. I swear I put ICU on the penny list yesterday. Oh, hold on. Let me look on my phone. It's way easier. I have to just look at this. I was just looking at this one. I was like, didn't I just put that on the night note for the penny stocks yesterday? I swore I did because I remember trying. Where was it? Where the heck did I write that thing at? I remember putting that thing on. Was it 2 days ago? I just know I wrote that thing recently. ICU. I have no idea. Where the heck did I write that at? I swear I wrote that somewhere. I know I was writing it somewhere. I have no idea where, but I was just looking at it and I know it was running because I said it was going to get back out of the ICU. I have no idea where I posted that at. I swore I put it on the night note. Maybe I'm dreaming. I have no idea, but I just remember seeing that. And ICU, Doge Mama 9 does look pretty good there. It looked really good the other day. I'm telling you, I was looking at it and it is up. I don't know why I'm clicking everything, but it is up 12% right there. And how about your Rocket Mortgage right there, Zach? Not looking too bad. And it's just kind of flat this morning. So ICU, you love it. Yeah, it's looking good. I swear I just posted that somewhere that it wanted to get out of the ICU. I don't even know where the heck I wrote it at, guys. I have no idea where I posted that, but I know I just wrote it somewhere and it's driving me crazy. Now I have to go back and look at all of them because I know unless I was going to write it and I didn't write it down the other day. And I'm like, huh? Because I remember saying it to myself, like, well, that's getting back out of the ICU. Anyway, I don't know where it's at. And so there you go. I just know I saw it recently, but that's what the market looks like, guys, this morning and the day before Thanksgiving. So not looking too bad right there, that's for sure. Let's look at our SPY and Qs one more time. Our SPY is still up a little bit. And I think it was up a little bit more. Yeah, it was definitely up a little bit more, but that's going to crawl right back up right there. So that's just an easy pullback. And then your Qs doing the exact same thing, and they look like they're going to be ripping up there in IWM, doing the same thing. It was up there earlier, pulling back, and then it looks like it's going to pop up here this morning. And they're probably going to stay pretty bullish. It looks like a little bit of pullback this morning, but nothing crazy. It does look like it wants to move. So that's what the market looks like. It's pretty green, a little flat. And again, we'll go on at 9 and in the Discord and YouTube and with Ben and check it out and see what's going on. But that's what it looks like right here. Here's that Urban Outfitters right here. That was jumping up too yesterday on its earnings as well. And let's see if that's everything. Toyota's figured out what makes Trump happy. Here's its end game. There you go, Luis Rodriguez. There's an article for you right there on Yahoo. Just grabbed my attention, but I know you love your Toyota right there. And so there you go, everybody. I would say that's a pretty good pre-market review. I think we got through everything, and that's what the market looks like. It does not look bad this morning. A lot of great setups, too. Like I said, like these galaxies and stuff like this. I mean, look at these things just getting set up, getting ready. And obviously, you can start buying the dip opportunities. Could they pull back again? Absolutely. And we'll see what the market wants to do today. Hopefully it stays up there and your Qs keep cruising through. I think it's more on the Qs because they're hitting that 20 right there. You can see they're kind of getting rejected at the moment. That doesn't mean anything because we just looked and it was getting set up there on the minute chart. Anyway, your SPYs and IWM and everybody already through. So it's basically your Qs right here. And like I said, that's about to probably run right through it right now. So looks pretty good this morning, guys, I must say. And that's what our pre-market looks like. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Luis Rodriguez, Zach, and Doge Mama 9 and Laptop Travel. Everybody else, Robin's driving to work. And Asian Jolie, thank you for your Jolie's jumpers right there. And that's what the market looks like. Crypto down a little bit, just kind of pulling back a hair going into the day and going into Thanksgiving tomorrow. So again, it could get really popping over the weekend and things getting set up for December going into the holidays there. So we could see the market really get ripping. So that's what it looks like, everybody. And again, if you have any questions, shoot me a message on X. Feel free. I do answer everybody. And we will be on in the Discord. And again, check out for Black Friday. We're going to have a huge Black Friday sale for the Discord member, or for anybody that wants to be a Discord member. If you're not one, you should definitely look into it. It's definitely a big sale, and there's going to be limited spots. So check that out. Friday, we'll be posting them links out as well in the code, so you can get into that. And yeah, the Discord is incredible. Every morning we give you out the best the top picks with points, exit points, entry points, all that good stuff. And then you get my night note, you get Ben's morning note, you get Laptop Travels 4 a.m. Warriors. Luis Rodriguez posts on my page a lot of great options. The Godfather's in there doing great things as well, and all of us. And obviously Ben's picks, Rhett's in there. So we're all in there doing a bunch of things, spending a bunch of time and making sure that people are doing well. And then you have some great listeners like Progressive G. He might be listening right now. What's up, Progressive G? Ross, Yosef, so many other great people. Joseph Levy's in there, and it is a lot of fun. We have a great time in the live trading as well, but we also try to nail the market. It seems like you guys do a great job, so it is pretty beneficial and valuable for everybody. So yeah, like I said, we'll have a good Black Friday sale for the Discord, so keep your eyes open for that. And any questions, let me know. That's for sure. And be sure to follow along on X, YouTube, Instagram. Like the show on your way out of here, and enjoy your day, everybody. The last full day of the week before Thanksgiving. So be sure to trade smart and lock in those profits. You never know what's going to happen when there's a holiday, and then a Friday is a half a day. So you got to be careful of that. So just be sure to be locking in those profits and thinking ahead, and taking that cash with you, and maybe buying these great setups going forward. So if you see any good dip opportunities, take advantage of them as well. So yeah, trade smart, locking those profits. Goodbye. Good luck. See you later. And there's Michael Anthony. How does he pop on just as we were just hopping off? How are you, Michael Anthony? We've missed you the last 2 nights. We did some short shows just because the market was yeah, it's just a short week as well. But just go long on GOF. It gets 18 each month, 18 cents each month that you bought last Friday. And your DLO and ABO keep going higher. That ABO, I got to look at DLO. That's a D local group, or D local limited, not looking bad, setting up right there. And ABO right here, that one is looking pretty good right there. And Luis Rodriguez loves it. So Michael Anthony, you enjoy your day as well, and you have a happy Thanksgiving. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving if I don't talk to you guys or see you in the meantime or in the Discord. So enjoy your day, everybody, and be sure to lock in those profits and trade smart today. Like I said, day off tomorrow, so enjoy that day off. And you've been doing any of the event betting with Webull? No, but I have to get into that Laptop Travel. I was just looking at that last night saying, you know what? I signed up for that. I got to start doing this thing. So I was looking at that. As a matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that to me this morning. So things happen for a reason. That's odd. We were on the same page, Laptop Travel. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. Maybe we'll start doing that after Thanksgiving as well. So there you go, everybody. Enjoy your day. Any questions, let me know. And you have a great day. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. Michael Anthony will be on Friday morning. We're not going to do a show tonight or tomorrow, obviously. And SOXL, that is your Soxel, which is your bull semiconductor. And Michael Anthony says, stay long with work to ride the wave. And I agree. You know, semiconductors, this is beaten down. That's your bottom right there at 28.12. So Laptop Travel was riding it down. Now it's time to start riding it back up, Michael Anthony. So enjoy your day, everybody. And like I said, be sure to trade smart and lock in your profits. Goodbye. Good luck. See you later. And have a great day, everybody. And a happy Thanksgiving.